You know, there's a moment that comes to all of us as parents, a quiet and spoken realization that things have changed. The children who once hung on our every word now have lives of their own, and somewhere along the way, the easy respect we once shared might have gotten a little worn around the edges. Maybe conversations feel shorter, or there's a hesitation in their voice when they ask for advice. And if you've ever felt that sting, that longing to be looked up to again the way you once were, well, you're not alone. But here's what I've learned after decades of watching families grow and change. Respect isn't just given, it's earned. And the beautiful thing is, no matter how much time has passed or how far apart life has pulled you, it's never too late to rebuild it, not by demanding it, not by guilt, but by showing up in ways that remind them why they admired you in the first place. Let's start with something simple but powerful. Listening, really listening without jumping in to fix things. I'll tell you a story. My friend Martha once told me how her son, a father himself now, called her frustrated about his job, and her first instinct to tell him what to do, just like she had when he was 15. But this time she paused. She just said, "That sounds tough. Tell me more." And you know what happened? He talked for 20 minutes straight, then thanked her, not for solving his problem, but for making him feel understood. Sometimes the greatest gift we can give isn't our advice, it's our silence. When we listen without interrupting, without judging, we send a clear message. Your thoughts matter to me. And that's where respect begins to grow again. Now, this next one might be a little harder, but it's just as important. Humility. It's tough to admit when we're wrong, especially to our kids. We've spent our lives being their guides. How could we possibly stumble? But here's the truth. Nothing commands respect quite like saying, "I was wrong. I'm sorry." I remember once snapping at my daughter over something trivial, and later I swallowed my pride and apologized. The way she looked at me after, not with pity, but with a quiet admiration, taught me more about respect than any lecture ever could. When we own our mistakes, we show them that respect isn't about being perfect. It's about being real. Here's something we don't always want to hear. Our children need space, and that's okay. When they were little, we were their whole world, but now they have their own families, their own struggles, their own ways of doing things, and if we try to force our way in showing up unannounced, offering unsolicited advice, can push them further away. Instead, try asking, "Is this a good time to talk? Or would you like my help with this?" It's a small shift, but it tells them, "I respect your life, your time, your choices." And when they feel that respect from you, they'll naturally return it. We've lived long enough to have stories worth sharing, but here's the trick. No one likes a lecture. Instead of saying, "You should do this, try, I faced something similar once. Here's what helped." Emmy, my grandson once asked me how I stayed calm during hard times. Instead of giving him a list of rules, I told him about the summer I lost my job, how scared I was, how I got through it. He didn't just listen, he leaned in, because stories stick. Lessons wrapped in personal experience don't feel like criticism, they feel like gifts. Our children's lives are full of things we might not understand: new technology, new trends, new ways of thinking. And it's easy to dismiss what we don't know. But what if we leaned in instead, asked questions, learned from them? Asterisk, a few years ago, my daughter tried to teach me how to use a smartphone. I could have grumbled about the good old days, but instead I let her show me. And you know what? She beamed with pride. When we take genuine interest in their world, we show them that respect goes both ways. Asterisk, finally, and this is the glue that holds it all together, be consistent. Respect isn't rebuilt in one grand gesture. It's in the small, daily choices, listening today, apologizing tomorrow, giving space the next day. It's showing up again and again with patience and love. Asterisk, because here's the truth. Our children are watching, not just what we say, but what we do. And when they see us making the effort, day after day, that's when respect becomes uncheckable. Asterisk, so there you have it, 6 timeless ways to earn back your children's respect, not by demanding it, but by living it. And remember, this isn't about being perfect, it's about being present. It's about showing up day after day with an open heart and a willingness to grow. Asterisk, because the beautiful thing about respect, it's never too late to rebuild it. And the journey starts with you. Asterisk.